Well, it's not probably a surprise to anyone, but to hear it said is a little bit crazy. Paul Scholes has revealed a personal chat he had with Jesse Lingard, and Jesse Lingard said that the Man United dressing room is a quote disaster. Ralph Rangnick has denied the defeat, denied that after the defeat to Arsenal, said that there doesn't seem to be an issue. But Lingard has told Scholes that, as I say, he thinks that it's a disaster. And to be honest with you, are we really are we really surprised that it's an absolute mess? This isn't a team that works together, and we've been hearing rumours all year that there's been major splits. There's cliques in the dressing room. You've got the Portuguese-speaking players. You've got various cliques through the dressing room, and there isn't really unity all the way through the club. You've got question marks over Maguire's captaincy, and you can kind of tell, that there's problems running through the club and through the group of players. And actually, United need to get rid of players that don't want to fight for the shirt. And in a lot of interviews, people like McTominay, even Ranić said it, that people aren't fighting. You can tell, like McTominay gave an interview yesterday and he said that United, um, not all the players are fighting. And I think that it's pretty clear from the contracts that are running down who that might be. People like Pogba, just aren't fighting. People like Cavani, he's not been available for selection for months. He's on probably 250 grand a week. He doesn't want to put his body on the line. He's ruined his legacy a little bit, and he's only been at United a short time. He'll probably go somewhere else and do well. And United were a little bit hard done to yesterday. Like some of the refereeing decisions, really didn't go our way. But the fact that Lingard says it's a disaster suggests that there are three or four cliques. I've also heard other murmurings that the players aren't happy with the strength and conditioning, that United are way behind other elite clubs with strength and conditioning, with training, with preparation for games. And it really doesn't surprise me, and it shouldn't surprise anyone because what happens on the field, you can kind of tell when you've got unity. And obviously, when you win, you have unity, and not everyone gets on in any workplace. It's just a reality of personalities. But you can tell that there is major, major problems at Manchester United, and it didn't need Jesse Lingard to say it. But I think that Eric Ten Hag's got an absolutely ginormous job on his hands. If he doesn't get the backing, if he doesn't have a director of football and a technical director, and the club don't get him the players he wants, and more importantly, to sell the players that he doesn't want, he's not going to be successful. One of the biggest challenges facing Manchester United is to clear their wage bill because you're talking about very average players who have underwhelmed, who aren't in form, who are on top money. So if you were to compare Brighton to, say, Phil Jones, and I've got nothing against Phil Jones, I guarantee you Brighton won't have any players that are paid the same as Phil Jones. If you look at, Brighton have got some very, very good players, very, very, very good players. If you look at Wolverhampton Wanderers, I assure you that they don't have a player on more wages than Phil Jones. I promise you. I'm telling you, he'll probably be on 120 grand a week. Right, and it's not his fault. He's actually a good player, just been injured, but that's just an anecdote. And it shows you that if United want to clear the wage bill, that they'll have to take a huge financial hit. You've got a few players' contracts that are running down, and that's a positive thing because you can get them out of the club. Okay, you don't get any money for them, but you get them off the wage bill, and you can reduce that cost. Man United pay around 120 to 150 million pounds more wages than Man City. Yep. So you can say what you want about City, but they've been really clever with how they've recruited it. So United are paying 120 to 150 million pound more wages. So they need to get that wage bill down and buy the right profile of player. And if they give him the time and the infrastructure, he'll do a good job. If not, he's going to fail. He's doomed to fail.